Hey everyone, it's Brandon Regenbaugh. Today I will be talking about engine blocks, the construction and operation of them. The first thing is engine block is one of the most important parts of any engine. It is the house for the crankshaft and many other components. Also, it is a base for everything to bolt up to, such as your cylinder heads, your intake, and even your transmission. I'll give you a brief showing of everything and explain them more in depth. Here you see we have a piston still connected to the connecting rod. As you can see, there are 3 sets of rings on here. On the top, you have your compression ring, which, like I said before, helps seal the cylinder to not allow any exhaust gases to get down below into the crankcase. Your middle ring, which is your intermediate, which does both control, compression, and oil. And then your bottom oil ring, which usually has a spacer in it to help press it out against the cylinder to not allow any oil up. Inside, right there, I don't know if you can really see it, we have the piston pin, which is connecting the connecting rod to the piston. You can see this one is hollow and not solid, probably to help reduce weight. Here's your rod. This would be a bearing. This connects into the cylinder block onto the crankshaft. And over here we had the crankshaft, which is where that piston actually came out of, right here. Now, when you are removing pistons, you always want to check journals, make sure they're good, no wear. I'm going to go ahead and flip this over so y'all can see the other side. And now you can see the bare cylinder going down in where it connects to the crankshaft. Another big component on these motors is the camshaft. Now, on this particular block, there's a single camshaft directly inside the block connected to the crankshaft via, hold on a second. Via a chain and gear, as you can see right there, which connects down there to the camshaft on another gear. You can see the lobes right there. What the camshaft does is open and close the valves to allow air and exhaust in and out of the motor. Another big thing about the blocks is, I don't have one on this one, but you will normally have an oil pan over all of this crank and everything, which seals the crankcase and allows for oil reserve to be picked up by the oil pump, which would normally be sitting here, and ran through the motor to keep everything running smoothly. This here is a parent bore block, which means the cylinders are bored into the block and not sleeved. It's a cheaper design, but harder to repair, since you have to hone or bore out the cylinder to replace the pistons if they're too worn, or the cylinder walls are too worn. And other than that, that is the basic design and function of a block. Thank you again for watching. Y'all have a good night.